There's something showing up in the collective this week that's easy to miss if you stay in your head. This reading is about noticing what's revealing itself and how to tune into it. I'm Stefanie, an intuitive energy reader, and I use the tarot to drop into the collective energy every week. Then I talk about how, as individuals, we can utilize this energy to move through these times with more awareness. The tarot card I pulled for the collective reading January 11th through 19th, 20th is the moon. What is howling beneath the surface? What is calling out? What is emanating? What is calling out to be heard? What are the base sounds underneath it all, underneath the whole of us as a collective? The moon is about the deeper layers, the primordial layers and the depths. It's about shining a light on the darkness, and the meaning of darkness does not equate to negative or bad. It just means the absence of light. So the moon card is about the things we cannot see that have significance for our lives as a collective. The things that we cannot see that turn, move, affect, energize, ripple out from the depths. The things that happen in the darkness, the things that happen at night. These are all coming out to be seen. And it's not just an exposure of the negative, although that is what we're seeing a lot of in the media and in our governments, in the collective story that we're being shown. We cannot forget when we see a card like this, that we are being shown the depths of who we are, as well as the opportunity to see the energies and the movements, intentions, and grounding the layers deep, deep, deep down. This card, the moon, is showing us that in this time, this week especially, we have an opportunity to see more clearly for the benefit of us all as a collective. Obviously, seeing the corruption and negativity that's been hiding, but let's ask ourselves what else has been hiding? What has been hiding in the darkness that we can bring to light as gifts, as support, as benevolent things, truths that we haven't wanted to accept about ourselves, that are powerful and telling, and these deep, deep truths that have been seeded long ago and are now getting ready or are ready to see the light. This is the energy that will carry us forward. So the important thing about this card is to sit and experience in some way the things that are being exposed within ourselves. As individuals, we can tap into the energy of this card in that way. So how do we do this? Like I always say, you sit quietly, sit with the quiet and sit quietly some more. And other ways to do this is by paying attention to our dreams. And if you have not been able to remember dreams, and if you feel like you're not one of those people, the time now is here that we remember our dreams more, or that we have more powerful and potentially prophetic dreams. So as much as possible, when you are awake in the morning, just to lay in bed for a minute and keep your eyes closed, to sit in the in-between as much as possible, to remember on a more cellular level the intention, the vibration of your dream. Even if you can't write it all down, even if you can't remember it, just giving your body a chance to move from that state of dreamland into your awake state a little bit more slowly. Other ways we can tap into these dark spaces that are being revealed are by paying attention to our inner landscape throughout our day, checking in with yourself, checking in with how you felt after you said that thing within a conversation, inside of an important relationship, right? And checking in with yourself in between the activities. The secrets are lying in all the in-between spaces. So finding any in-between space you can and bring more awareness there. That's like in between the actions of your day. So from going to work and just switching gears home, when you're taking your lunch break, in between productivity and resting, that's when there is more possibility to observe and bring awareness to the in-between spaces. We are never doing nothing, right? So the awareness can get very specific on what's happening when we're shifting gears or when we're going from one thing to the next. Even when we think we're sitting down to meditate, There is an in-between space from the productivity to the sitting down to meditate. So from productive day to taking your shower and then going to bed, the in-between spaces is where we can intentionally turn our awareness inward and check in with ourselves. And it doesn't have to be a big thing, but the intention is that you're bringing more awareness here. And just that intention alone will allow more light to go into these darker places and spaces. And again, by darker, I do not mean dark as bad or places where we're going to find secrets that we aren't looking for. What is asking to be revealed here now in these times is beauty within the darkness. Beauty that can come up and finally arise. Here we are at the moon. So treat ourselves as we would the moon. As you look at yourself and as you bring awareness to your internal self, gaze upon yourself as you gaze upon the beauty of the moon and all its wonder. That alone is enough with this moon card. So as an intuitive energy reader, I sense and reflect energy beyond physical space, including through written language and symbols like the tarot. I'm opening a gentle year ahead tarot reflection inspired by this process. So a 3-card spread shared as a detailed email reading where you are, where you're going, and what wants your focus as the year unfolds. So this isn't about fixing or forecasting. It's about creating space for what's already present in you to come into clear focus. The offering is available on a sliding scale with a $55 anchor price and will be open through the end of January. If this feels supportive for where you are right now, just comment below with the word Tarot, Tarot, and I'll connect with you. And as always, I'm sending so much love and deep awareness to every one of you. I will see you next week. Bye.